So you seen that title and you seen that thumbnail. We're gonna do French onion beef and noodles. Man, this thing is so delicious. It's simple, quick, easy, and you're gonna love it. So get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, let's get to these ingredients so we can go ahead and get started. Back here we have our, I'm gonna mess this up, but it's pappardelle pasta. I suggest, guys, you use egg noodles. I couldn't find any egg noodles here, but egg noodles work really well with this particular recipe. Or you can use bow tie pasta, but I decided to use this pappardelle because, you know, it's a really wide noodle, and I think it works better with this particular recipe. So the wider the noodle, to me, is the best. But you can use any type of pasta. You can also use macaroni if you want to. It's totally up to you. I hope I said pappardelle or pappardelle pasta. I don't know. Who cares? Still gonna be good. Right here we have our stewed meat right here. This is about 1.5 pounds. Beef broth, French onion soup, Creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, sour cream, Parmesan cheese, black pepper, crispy fried onions here, and some olive oil. So that's all you need. Let's go ahead and get to it. So let's start off by seasoning our beef. So we're gonna add our garlic powder here, onion powder, black pepper, and our Creole seasoning. And we're just gonna go in with our hands and get that mixed up. All right, just like that. Let's move this aside, head over to our cooktop. So to get started, we're gonna heat our olive oil over medium-high heat. All right, so once that pan heats up, you wanna start adding your beef. And we're gonna get this beef seared on all sides. I'm gonna probably do it in batches because of how this cooktop is. All the heat is right here in the center, and around here is not as hot. So if I add some more beef around here, it's not really gonna sear like I want it. So I'm gonna do it in batches here. But if you're doing it on the stove and it heats your entire pan, put as much as you want into the pan. But we're gonna sear it on all sides first for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now we're gonna remove our first batch. As you can see, we got those babies seared. And I'm just gonna add them here to a bowl. And of course, guys, these are not gonna be cooked all the way through, but they will finish cooking later on in the process. All right, so I'm gonna add the remaining pieces of our beef. And we're just gonna finish getting those seared. And then once we do that, we're gonna continue with the recipe. All right, guys, so we're gonna pause our heat, finishing up our last batch. Take a look at that. I'm gonna sit this aside for a moment, and I'm just gonna wipe clean just around those burnt areas. I guess you wanna call it burnt areas. You don't want that in your pasta. So we're gonna take that out. You don't wanna wipe it clean because you still have some of that flavor from the olive oil and the meat in there. So we're not gonna wipe it totally clean like that, but just get those little black burnt pieces that's in there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our beef back into our pan just like this. And that bowl had a lot of juice in it, guys, from that meat. So that flavor, add all that flavor back into the pan just like that. Now we're gonna take our French onion soup. We're gonna add that here, along with our beef broth. We're gonna unpause our heat. We're gonna bring this to a simmer. So we're just waiting for it to come to a slight boil. You'll start seeing it start to bubble. Then we're gonna turn it down to low. As you can see, it's starting to slightly simmer. So we're gonna cut that down or drop that temperature to low. And we're gonna let it simmer here on low or just cook here on low for about 10 to 12 minutes. And what this does, it helps tenderize that meat also. So you wanna make sure that your meat gets tender as you're eating your pasta. No one likes tough beef. I know I don't. So it's been about 10 to 12 minutes. Now we're gonna start adding our pasta in here. And we're we're gonna let this cook for an additional 10 to 12 minutes until that pasta is tender. And this pasta is gonna start loosening up. And once it starts to loosen up, that's when I'll get it mixed up in there. Or you could break it up before you put it in there, it's totally up to you. Once those noodles are tender, like you want them, it took me maybe about 16 minutes to get the noodles how I wanted them. So it could take longer, so keep that in mind. So now we're just gonna turn off our heat. We're gonna head over to our cutting board so we can finish this up, all right? All right, to finish this off, we're gonna add our sour cream here, along with our Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna get this mixed in real well. All right, so this is what we have. Man, this is looking great right now. And just to finish it up, we're gonna take our fried onions and we're just gonna add them here like that. And y'all already know, trying to bring out some of that green stuff. And there you have it, French onion, beef, and noodles. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Let's jump into quality control. You already know what time it is. Quality control. Man, look at that. Oh, whew. Just got a lid on my plate right now. Don't really want to get too heavy. It's kind of early right now, but hey, who cares? We're gonna still give it a taste test. Let's get some of these noodles first, man. Oh man. Try the beef. The beef is tender. Oh man. Listen, I know some of you are gonna say, do we have to add the sour cream? Listen, you can leave the sour cream out if you want to. You could probably replace it with some heavy whipping cream, but listen, you're not gonna even really taste that sour cream. Sour cream just gives it that, it thickens it up and gives it that creamy texture to it. Man, you can't even taste the sour cream. Add the sour cream, trust me. Listen, definitely give this one a try. Until then, you already know who I am. I'm Spinelli. This all wings everything. And remember, him not a chef. Him just cook a lot. And I'm out. Peace.